Welcome to the DNA Activation and Attunement Orientation, brought to you by Pleiadian Institute. What is here is elsewhere. What is not here is nowhere. Vyasana. Let's begin with the importance of DNA in healing. DNA is both the building block of all life and the blueprint for all cellular activity in your body. Your DNA holds patterns from your past and from the past of your ancestors. It was shaped by the habits and the environment of your ancestors, and it continues to change daily based upon your environment and your habits. Your DNA is dynamic. That means that it's changing constantly in each moment. It radiates energy through the patterns embedded in it, and it directs all cellular response in your body. DNA are like a teacher for your cells. That's the best way to understand it. They instruct all cellular activity, and therefore they are the teachers of how healing arises, and also they teach our cells to create disease. DNA teaches all cells patterns of expression. Our DNA explains why people who experience trauma, for example, have children and grandchildren who suffer in the same way. This is because the trauma is an environment that shapes the DNA, and then the DNA forms a pattern that teaches other cells to express based upon that original environment or the original trauma response. Those cells are then trained in a pattern of expression that's passed on through our genes from one generation to the next. But just like DNA can instruct an expression based on trauma, it can also instruct expression based on healing. This is what it means to be a generational chain breaker. It means you're essentially changing your environment and your habits. This then instructs your DNA to teach your cells different ways to express. In understanding all of this, then, you can really see how you train your DNA. You are the trainer of your DNA, just like your ancestors have been. Except today, we are more conscious that we are shaping our DNA, and it allows us to make different decisions more consciously. When you prioritize practicing new habits daily, you then change your cellular environment, and that changes the way your DNA teaches your cells to express. And that leads us to the DNA activation and attunement process. So, what does it look like to teach our DNA to create patterns that heal? Well, first, it's important to understand that as your DNA is moving in each moment, it is absorbing everything around it. And DNA activation and attunement is an energy healing modality. And what it does is it brings together breathwork, meditation, spiritual healing, and hypnosis. This creates a high vibrational, positive environment that surrounds your mind, your body, and all of your cells. It leads you through a comprehensive program. That program repeats daily, and you're given exercises that train your DNA. It also trains the full activation of your light body. because what we will learn shortly is that your DNA and your light body are connected energetically. And an extension of that is the training of your Merkaba field. All DNA then both radiates energy and absorbs energy. So when we feed the DNA with a specific program, the DNA then radiates out what we feed it with. In that way, your DNA trains all cellular response in your body. So when you become the trainer and you feed your DNA all of those high vibrational practices, your DNA then communicates those new feelings and thoughts and cellular expression throughout your entire body, through alignment with the light, through your breath, and through sound. You will retrain your cells and you will activate dormant DNA. And those are two of the key tools we use in DNA activation: attention to the light, breath, and sound. Activating your DNA then, the strands of your DNA, is an energetic process, but it's also a therapeutic process. It feels good. It doesn't ever stop feeling good. You can feel it when it is happening. Your mind feels better. Your body feels better. Your cells feel better. It repairs damaged cells and also awakens dormant cells. As you breathe light in repetitive patterns through your energetic meridians, while your brain is in a theta wave state, this results in the activation and attunement of your DNA. This process also improves cellular response throughout your entire body and mind. It's a spiritual experience, and it's also restoratively healing. It's transformational in healing anxiety, depression, in strengthening immune-compromised states, in healing from chronic pain and disease, and in releasing stored trauma from our physical, mental, and emotional bodies. Awakening our DNA then is a choice that we make over and over and over again in each moment as we go through a DNA activation program. You want to think of your DNA like a muscle. Just because you activate your DNA once does not mean it's activated forever. Instead, we must commit to daily healing practices to maintain a routine that continuously strengthens and supports the activation of your DNA. So this all begins, the activation of your DNA begins with your breath, with breathing high vibrational rays of light. That means your attention is on a ray of light and you are visualizing breathing that light through your body into the cells of your body. Then the activation of your DNA is further facilitated through your maintenance of a theta state. This chart gives you an overview of what a theta brainwave state looks like, and it's right here in this fourth section. So this top state is what it looks like when we're going through our day, solving problems, working in the traditional way that we were taught to work. That is a gamma state, and our brain is active and busy, and you can see from these brainwaves, there's not a lot of space here. As we slow down our brainwaves and get to an alpha brainwave state, this is when we're relaxed. We're watching a movie, we're spending time with our family or our children, and our brainwaves start to relax. The theta brainwave state is specific to meditation. It's specific to deep states of relaxation. This creates a lot of space, and it's in this theta brainwave state that we are most receptive to healing. And that is why hypnosis is such a big part of our process, because we use hypnosis to slow down our brain waves so that we can open to receive healing. And because of this modality is consistently transformational. You can visit our website and read our research that we've done that shows person after person and year after year that we have practiced this modality, the same results occur, which is spontaneous, unexpected healing. It leads you, and the reason why the spontaneous, unexpected healing happens is because it's a system that you're moving through. You are led through a system of breathing light through every cell of your body and mind. We systematically move through your entire body, from all the way down to your tips of your toes and the tips of your fingers. We are leaving no part of our body or our mind without bringing attention to it and breathing light through it while we are in this theta brainwave state. And therefore, the DNA activation and attunement process is a program that you follow again and again and again, just like an exercise program. It's also a toolbox that you can return to, that you can replicate, and that you can share with others. The process works invisibly at first. However, through repetition and over time, you will see and feel an increased life force activated within you. It is powerful and it is consistent. And all of this happens inside of our DNA Activation and Attunement certification program. The certification program contains 7 courses. The first 4 courses lead you through the modality itself. They are Energy Healing 101, DNA Activation 101, DNA Activation 102, and Merkaba Activation 101. The final courses lead you through the research process. They teach you how to use specific language, including transpersonal psychology, so psychological language, to help to describe what is happening within your mind and your body and the minds and bodies of the people that you're working with. And it also leads you through a comprehensive research process that teaches you how to share this modality and document it, as well as a process to integrate this modality into an existing healing business. And DNA Activation Attunement is one of our certification programs, but it is also included in our other integrative healing programs. Specifically, it is included in our Spiritual Intuitive Healer certification program. So when you enroll in this certification program, you will be led through the full DNA Activation and Attunement training. It's included in our Master Energy Healer certification program and our integrative to learn more. And we are enrolling on a rolling basis now and throughout the year into all of our certification programs. We have financial aid, including scholarships and grants that are available for all of our students. And so if you are called to this work, we encourage you to apply. And we have a space for everyone, no matter what stage of your life or no matter what type of financial resources you have right now. And if you are a student enrolled in this program already, remember that as you maintain your attention on the light, you will succeed. And it's my intention that the weeks ahead of us be deeply transformative, productive, and encouraging. I encourage you to come back to your breath and come back to the light anytime that you are feeling uncertain. And remember that it's in your repetitive daily healing experiences that everything happens. And so, as long as you anchor yourself into that, you will be on the right track. And finally, don't let what you cannot do interfere with what you can do. The most beautiful thing about DNA activation and attunement is that you don't need anything. You don't need expensive medication, or you don't need like machines or expensive equipment to complete any of this. All of this can be done with your eyes closed, with your focus on your breath, in your own home, no matter where you are. And I can personally attest to the fact that when you're in a really challenging situation, if you're sick or you can't get out of bed or you're having a low moment in your life, that's when DNA activation attunement is the most powerful, because all you have to do is close your eyes, return to your breath work practice, and put 100% of your attention on the process itself, the light that you're breathing through your body, and the daily healing routines that you are led through. And as long as you focus on that, you will always have that. You always have your breath. You always have your attention and your focus. And that is your treasure. So if you are missing something, if you don't have something today that you need, the, the guidance is to just bring your attention to what you do have. And what you do have is you have in this moment the ability to focus on the light. You have the ability to visualize breathing that light through your body. And the more that you practice it, the more effortless it will become for you to breathe that light through your body all day, every day, no matter where you are. So we hope you join us for this transformational program. And if you have already joined us, then I am excited to continue to lead you through this process. Thank you for attending this orientation today. The time is now, and we are the change. Namaste.